Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. So today we are going to be channeling some messages for the Twin Flame Collective. Although this is a general reading, and I always say to really use your own intuition and only take what connects with you personally, if you would like me to channel more specifically for you, then be sure to subscribe to this channel. Because by subscribing, this does allow me to bring forth more clear, specific messages for you both now in this video and in future videos as well. Also, I would love if you could leave me a comment or leave a message in the live chats if you are watching this live, and let me know either how you're doing or where you're tuning in from this week. I really do love this beautiful community we are creating here together through YouTube. Also, for those of you who are new, I do channel these twin flame readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wow, okay. The first two cards to come out here are the Indecision card in the reverse position and the Worlds in the upright position. The World card speaks to expansion, specifically soul expansion. With Indecision reversed, it's like I see someone making some kind of a choice, a decision, or commitment that is leading to greater expansion, or potentially being pushed to make some kind of a decision that will lead to this expansion and really align them with their highest path in life. And with the Appreciation card coming out here in the upright position and walking away reversed, very interesting. Leaving behind something and going to something else. Following your feelings of self-love and self-reconnection and going where you feel loved and you feel appreciated and seen for your true value and worth. While at the same time with Garden and the Gates upright, protecting your energy. I'm hearing preserving your energy. Realizing the value and worth of your inner harmony, peace, and stability, and not sacrificing that for anyone or anything. Wow, so I know it's a lot of kind of vague pieces of information coming through, but for whoever needs to hear this, and I have to say that I feel I'm speaking to a divine feminine here who is dealing with something in her 3D physical world with the Community card upright. So this could involve a relationship, it could involve social groups, platonic situations, physical workplace situations. But regardless, I feel that there is a divine feminine here who has been in some space or place in her life where she has been feeling as though she has been underappreciated or undervalued in some way. For some divine feminines, this could be speaking to a specific relationship. For some, even a relationship with their divine masculine counterpart in the physical, if it's been unbalanced. I'm hearing specifically for some, there could have been a lack of balance between giving and taking. But again, take it as it resonates, because I do feel that this will connect differently for different people. But regardless, I'm getting this energy of someone who is opening their hearts, and this really could go for a masculine or feminine. I feel these energies are very mirrored, but also that because we have a majority of divine feminines listening, I do feel that most who listen to this will connect with this as the feminine perspective here. weighing your options with adjacent possibilities in kind of the middle position, and the Victory card also in the middle position, as well as woman holding a coin upright kind of hanging out here, which this card often represents some kind of a karmic feminine situation. This isn't necessarily the case. I get a lot of karmic energy from this card, some kind of physically manifested karmic situation that could have been causing some kind of interference between these two twin flame counterparts I'm channeling here. And what I'm getting for this divine feminine is there's this feeling of, with Victory in the middle position, I'm hearing 1 step forward, 2 steps back. This desire to open her heart, to expand, this longing to expand herself again, whether this is starting a new project, a business endeavor, opening herself to new love, moving forward in her life, leaving a particular relationship or situation. There has been this pull in the divine feminine to something new. Some divine feminines may be able to describe this or put this into words or visualize it. For others, it may just be this vague feeling that they are worthy of more in their life. Again, this could be related to love, but also work, finances, career. And there's been this feeling with adjacent possibilities in the middle position of kind of weighing your options here, thinking which path will lead to the greatest fulfillment for me. I'm hearing finally including myself in the equation. I'm getting a lot of self-sacrificial energy from this feminine as well. And I feel that some of this self-sacrifice could have been directed at a wounded masculine with Healer of the Ages reversed. For some feminines here, this won't be for everyone, but for some there may have been, and I just saw 707 if that's a significant number for you. With Healer of the Ages reversed, it's like I'm getting this feeling that this feminine may have over self-sacrificed in connection with an unhealed or unawakened masculine. So it's like I thought if I pushed you enough or gave of myself enough to you, that I could get back love, appreciation, validation in return. All of the love that I didn't feel worthy of giving to myself, I thought maybe if I sacrificed enough, specifically something about someone sacrificing their true goals or dreams for someone else. But again, take it as it connects. If I just sacrificed myself enough, then maybe one day, I'm hearing some say it's like you would see me, you would truly see me in my worth, in my value. And for others, it's you would love me in the way that I know I deserve to be loved. And again, this could be an unawakened divine masculine twin flame counterpart we're talking about here. Or this could be some other masculine figure in this divine feminine's life. This could be a brother, a father figure, a boss who is a masculine. There's this feeling of just, I feel this overwhelming sense of sadness channeling this energy. And when I picked up on this earlier today, I felt the urge to cry because I felt this overwhelm of, I feel so unappreciated and misunderstood coming from some who are in this divine feminine collective. So if this message is for you, then I really hope that this is reaching you and helping you to feel some sense of validation or confirmation for what you might be feeling. I'm also seeing that for this feminine, again, playing into this, if there is a divine masculine involved here, there could also be some kind of karmic situation that she sees her masculine entangled in. I'm hearing her say, I can so clearly see the issue here, see the problem, but I feel as though you can't see it yourself, masculine. There's this feeling of being able to see something within him that he can't see, and that causing this feminine a lot of pain. So this could be, I'm hearing it's like the negative effect of something in this masculine's life that is with happy family reversed, keeping this connection ungrounded, unstable, and potentially preventing reunion. I heard dependency. So for some feminines listening, the karmic situation your masculine could be dealing with may have some elements of codependency, whether it means that your connection with one another carried certain codependent elements or traits, or whether this means that this masculine himself is in some kind of, I'm hearing it could be a codependence connection, relationship, family situation. There's this feeling of being trapped by relational codependency within some kind of relationship, causing someone here to feel very lost and very unfulfilled, and also preventing this happy family reverse, preventing this kind of reunion state here from coming in. And again, the frustrating thing about this is there's the feeling that the divine feminine here can see it in the life of this masculine, but he himself still seems to be somewhat blind to, I'm hearing, the true thorn in his side, the true cause of the disconnect. But the thing is, with Healer of the Ages reversed, it's like, yeah, so this is manifesting from this wounded masculine energy within him. Specifically, I'm hearing the word pride. How is pride involved here? Pride in potentially some people who are directly around this masculine. So this situation of codependency that could represent some kind of karmic cycle or pattern, which do remember that these karmic cycles and patterns, they aren't necessarily situations within our relationships. These can be karmic energies manifesting in the form of negative behavioral patterns, thought patterns, addictions even for some. But what I'm getting with Angel of Balance reversed, the Sun card reversed, and Walking Away reversed, all of these reversed cards tell me that the divine feminine I'm channeling here has been feeling very out of sorts, very overwhelmed. But it's like this overwhelmed of the mind, feeling really overwhelmed in her head. And I'm hearing also having difficulty connecting, balancing her head with her heart, because I feel that through her perception and through her mind, it's like she can identify in this masculine's life or in their connection what is causing them from, if they are in some kind of separation, from fully connecting in the physical world, from having this reunion, or if they are even connected more in the physical, from taking this further. She knows with indecision reversed what kind of choice or decision needs to be made here, but there's this feeling that the masculine has to be the one to make these changes within himself, that she can't be the one to make these changes for him, which I feel is where this overwhelm is coming from, because at the same time, there is this immense amount of love energy. And ironically, a lot of what that heart chakra opening energy this feminine is feeling is coming from is actually from the awakening masculine, who is really opening his heart as well. However, with the Sun card reversed and Walking Away reversed, there's this feeling of a new beginning being prevented or delayed, and this causing a divine feminine a lot of pain. Again, a lot of feelings of overwhelm, feelings of almost being pushed to make a choice is the energy I'm getting here. It's like an urgency, and that's been coming through in recent readings as well. I'm hearing that some feminines, you may be feeling confused because certain things about your life or connection may have felt a bit slowed down or stagnant for a while. I'm hearing you may have experienced a lot of peace or even detachment from this situation with your masculine. Again, this won't be for everyone, but for some. And then all of a sudden, there's this feeling of indecision reversed, like the universe just pushing you into this state of, I have to do something or say something or make some kind of a choice or a decision, which could be causing this feeling of overwhelm. It's like the desire to just move in some direction, to expand. It is that pulling sensation. But the interesting thing is here, I feel like this urgency, this pulling is actually coming from what is awakening and healing within the masculine. He is creating this pulling sensation, this urgency sensation within the feminine, because with caring connections upright and action upright on the throat chakra, what he either is really desperately wanting to or trying to work his way up to communicating, or for some, what he has been starting to communicate, just depending on your situation, is how much he truly feels emotionally at this time for the feminine with caring connections upright, and also how much he wants to, with action upright, move this situation forward. It's like he is the one being pushed to take action, to make a decision, to make a commitment. But then the feminine, being his twin, is picking up on this shift into urgency and feeling almost this restlessness at times within her own energy fields. And I just dropped a card here. Financial constraints in the upright position. So there could be something to do with an imbalance coming up around money, work, finances, career. I'm hearing there could be some fears or some lack mentality, limitation mentality coming up for the masculine. Specifically for some masculines, they may feel as though they really box themselves into some specific job position or something that I'm hearing they thought they were supposed to do or wanted to do with their life. And with Thinking Woman upright, it's like for some of these masculines, there may have been a woman or feminine's influence behind these work or financial decisions that now feel as though they are being entrapped in. So it could have been a mother, a relative, a feminine friends. For many, though, I feel this may have been a relationship situation. So some kind of love connection in their life. But regardless, there is this feeling the need to stay in situations related to work or finances that feel very constrictive to them for logical reasons. But it's like their heart is really pulling them to, I'm hearing, reevaluate their priorities and rearrange their life when it comes to the way that they are approaching these things. And really a lot of this is coming from the fact that for many masculines, there's this sense of these physical things, material things, status symbols, just simply not mattering to them anymore, because what they are overwhelmed with energetically is this sense of intense love and pull toward the feminine. So I am now going to be reading a bit more into this masculine's energy. Very intense messages coming through. I knew the messages today were going to be a bit heavy. Let me know if any of you have been feeling some of this kind of heavy or emotional energy recently. And in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more higher self and spirit guide messages for this divine feminine. For whatever divine feminine has been feeling as though she is in this kind of urgent or overwhelmed state of being, potentially looking towards this situation that may involve a masculine to whom she may have self-sacrificed a great deal. Now looking at this potential delay or reversal in a new beginning and wondering, what am I supposed to do here? So if that resonates with you as a feminine, I will be channeling messages from your spirit guides and higher self on Patreon in the extended reading, which is in the pinned comments and description box under this video. But for now, I do have a few more cards coming out here. This might be a little preview message for that divine feminine: victory upright and anxiety reversed. The message here is you are going to be victorious. What you are worried about, what you are fearing, is not going to come to pass, and it is safe to release your fears. Melt your fears into trust. It is safe to release whatever is weighing on your heart at this time. Trust that everything is going to work itself out, even if at times things feel overwhelming or dismal in your life. So I hope that little preview message was helpful for some divine feminine listening. But I'm going to reshuffle the cards here and pull a few more cards for the masculine. Okay, so the first two cards were action in the upright position and financial constraints upright again. But this time I feel this financial constraints card not necessarily relating only to work or finances, but actually relating to any kind of feeling of imprisonment or limitation, being in a situation that for a long time has been keeping them stuck. For some masculines, I feel this could be as unconscious or subconscious as a way of thinking that may have been keeping them stuck for a long time. This could have been a negative way of seeing themselves or the world's. With attachment upright, this also could be, I'm hearing an attachment to a false sense of self or an ego-based identity. It's interesting. The woman on this image is holding a mask. And all I kept hearing this masculine say is, I'm afraid to see myself in the mirror without the mask. But the thing is, when he wears this mask, when he puts on this false self, the feminine, his divine feminine counterpart, can sense that he is being inauthentic, that he's not really showing who he truly is. And this actually serves to only push her away further. So really what he's learning here with Magician and the Mirror reversed is this process of integration. And of course, we talk about this a lot because twin flame reunion is something that happens first energetically, and that reunion state happens through integrating the inner divine masculine and the inner divine feminine. So I'm going to reshuffle the cards here, and I want to know what these negative attachments are coming out for this masculine. Solar plexus chakra reversed and woman holding a heart in the upright position. So I'm going to channel a few situations here, but one situation I'm sensing for someone is that they may find themselves feeling trapped in some kind of relationship or connection, potentially with a divine feminine, or not a divine feminine, with a karmic feminine situation. Or this may not even be a person at all. I'm hearing this could be some kind of, this is something that they interact with or use on a daily basis or speak to on a daily basis, but it could be a person, but it also could be a substance they use every day. It could be a romantic relationship with someone that they interact with daily. There's something about this being part of their daily routine coming through here, but also being something that while it holds part of their hearts, it's also keeping them stuck. So I feel that for many, this will be connected to love and relationships. I'm hearing self-created prison. For others, though, this could be, I'm hearing it's just something that they're really having difficulty letting go. For many, I'm hearing they've already realized that they need to let this thing go that is imprisoning them, that is keeping them stuck. But there is this fear coming up there of, how do I know when is the right time? It's more of a matter of when for them and not if. But in addition to that, there is this with solar plexus chakra reverse, this sense of low self-worth and low self-confidence. Whatever this thing is, again, it could be a relationship, a substance, anything in their life. This thing provides them some false sense of confidence or a sense of stability or familiarity in their life. So it's like I'm hearing familiar prison. Even though it's keeping them trapped, it feels very familiar to them. It even could be a way of thinking for this masculine that's keeping him kind of stuck here. So in the extended, I will be channeling a few more specifics on potential situations that could be keeping different masculines here stuck. I feel that not any one of these situations will resonate with everyone, but I will be channeling many different things that come through here. So if that is connecting with you, those details will be in the extended, linked in the pinned comments and description box. Wow, and what's mostly on his mind, what he's looking towards, is Goddess of the Moon in the upright position. I'm hearing, you are my true home. You are my true stability. I get this false sense of confidence, stability, comfort, or familiarity from these other things of my life that although I feel they are holding pieces of me, they are also imprisoning me in many ways. And I only remain in them because I'm still feeling this low sense of confidence and worth in myself. And also I have a lot of fears in letting things go that I've created or built from a false sense of self, an ego-based self that I also am afraid to release. It's like, if I let this thing go, what if my entire ego or that false self crumbles with it? I'm not ready to let go of these past identities. But at the same time, it's like they are ready. That's where the sense of overwhelm is coming in. It's like they know what needs to be done, but it's a matter of when, and it's also a matter of them building their confidence, specifically healing that solar plexus energy, generating the kind of authentic energy, deep confidence to be able to set the boundaries they need to and move forward confidently in a balanced way here. But I do see that I'm hearing, even through the silence, even through the disconnect, if that is relevant for you, the one who is most firmly planted within this masculine's mind is his divine feminine, regardless of whether this is someone he's met or not. The one that he feels in his soul, the only one. So yeah, with 7th chakra upright, there is this awareness that there is a spiritual nature to this connection with you, divine feminine, that it's just this profound contrast to everything else that we've been channeling here. It's like, whenever we're channeling into this masculine's daily reality, it's like we're getting a lot of financial constraints or just constraints, feelings of imprisonment in general. We get a lot of kind of trapped, afraid, uncertain, kind of false confidence energy. But then when we look into what's really on his heart and kind of those higher levels of his energy, his 5D self, what we really see is that his connection with the divine feminine stands so far apart from everything else that he experienced. I hear him saying it's almost like a dream being with you, divine feminine, or thinking of you, even just daydreaming about you. It feels almost too idealistic to be true. And divine feminine, if you're listening, I feel like when he looks at you or when he thinks of you or feels you in his heart, all he can think is, this feels too good to be true. It almost feels unreal because you are the ideal of everything I've ever wanted. Broken heart reversed and man holding a coin reversed. It's like I'm breaking my own heart because I'm aware that I'm not fully that's divine masculine, empowered, awakened being in the physical that you, divine feminine, are calling in from me, that you deserve. So there's a lot of pain here. It's like the pain of someone who is continuously breaking their own hearts. Very intense messages coming through here. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more love messages from the higher self of this masculine, because I know a lot of what came through there was speaking through his 3D self, what we sometimes call the lower self. So again, the link to the extended version is in the pinned comments and description box. It's interesting. I was just asking in my mind, what is one last thing this masculine wants to say, but I didn't say it out loud. And right away, the Angel of Love card came out, but then right after, the Financial Constraints card. So it's like, I just heard this simple message of divine feminine, like this is it. This is love. This is what true unconditional love feels like. And yet I just kept hearing, it's like I feel so much like my hands are tied. I feel so trapped. I feel so imprisoned in the physical world at times. But with the World card upright, desiring to expand, desiring to break free. And it's really interesting because this World card actually came out first for the feminine. And I said that She too was feeling this desire to move forward with her life, to go where she is appreciated and loved and seen, and above that, to first cultivate that self-love, that self-appreciation within her own being. So I also will be channeling more higher self love messages from the feminine in the extended reading as well. But before we close this YouTube reading, I do want to pull just one final message from the Rumi Oracle. And this card says, from nothing to everything. So I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit from this card. Oh, my friends, if you are longing to be written on, become a blank page. Rumi. Have you been shedding your skins, your layers, your certainties? Gone are fixed identities and definite options or opinions. Keep casting those shackles aside, even if you fear you are releasing too much, and then perhaps you shall cease to exist. You shall only cease to exist as long as you have known yourself to be thus far. Another emanation of you awaits, blazing angel, something more beautiful and true. Yet here you are at the pruning stage, like a gardener for the soul. Shall the garden spring back to life, or will the enthusiastic denuding process be rather too much and unintentionally kill off the garden altogether? Fear not. Your soul is made of hardy stuff. It can handle a lot of coaling and will shine even brighter for it. Put your own tales aside, as dramatic as they may seem right now, and prepare to be entranced by the greater storyteller, the living poets of love, as you are entranced in a tale of your unfolding divine destiny. Very beautiful messages from the guidebook to close this reading. So I do really hope that some of these messages resonated with you personally. And if so, I would love if you could leave me a comment under this video and let me know. Now, for those of you who are heading over with me now to the extended reading, we will be channeling more information potentially on the details of what divine masculines may feel as though they are imprisoned or stuck in at the moment, and love messages at the higher self level for both the masculine and feminine counterparts to each other, spirit guide and higher self messages for the divine feminine, as well as whatever other details come through for the reading. And again, all of that information is linked in the pinned comments and description box. Otherwise, I truly hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in Monday's reading.